So greetings to fellow delegates. So glad you can join us. I have Nick Warren with us today, who's the chair of our Professional Services Committee. Nick, welcome. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your activities for the year?
Okay, thanks. Yeah, it's actually been a busy year for us, even despite the lockdown. We've had three major projects on the go. The first of which is obviously the development of the ISO 20700 standard for consultancy. We've developed and run training courses, both for trainers and consultants, and the number is growing all the time. We've got more training coming up as well. As well as that, we've developed a scheme for ISO 20700 firms, which means that a consultancy company can achieve an award based on its use of ISO 20700 and its commitment to CMC and so on. So that's one major set of things we've done. On top of that, we've been working on a complete update of the CMC manual, so that it's brought up to date with current requirements for consultants. The world of consultants has changed a lot since the last version was published in 2014. So we've carried out a research project to get the voice of the customer from clients and member institutes and consultants. And then we've fed that into, first thing we've done is to update the competence framework. We're just at the final stages of that now and ready to present it to the board for approval. And also we've worked on codes of conduct, one for general consultants and another one specifically for ICMCI itself, an internal code for the board and the officers and volunteers. And that's just about ready to go to the board for approval as well.
Wonderful.
After some discussion we've had with the board in the meantime. And then the last big project we've been working on is a new scheme for excellence award for member institutes, whereby institutes can, on an annual basis, submit the things they've been doing to promote the profession, promote CMC, promote the use of ISO 20700, based loosely on global excellence models. And obviously there'll be the recognition of an award for an institute that shows the best practice. But the whole idea of the scheme is that it's going to enable institutes to share best practice amongst themselves. So hopefully that will be coming out fairly soon in the new year. So yeah, busy time so far. And
wow, it sounds like it has been a busy year for you.
Yeah.
Given everything that's been happening in COVID, has it been more difficult for you to do your work this year?
Yeah, well, yes and no, actually. I mean, because of our being spread around the world, we've tended to meet mostly virtually anyway.
Okay.
And so I guess we've sort of honed our skills in virtual meetings. The challenge really is not getting those face-to-face meetings when we have an opportunity to, maybe in an evening after a meeting, we can chat over things and the ideas start to come out and we get a bit more innovative. So we missed that a little bit. And also I think because of the pressure that member institutes have been under, one of the other challenges we've had is actually getting some timely responses from them when we've gone to ask for feedback on things. And I guess that'll be a continuing challenge for us in the future as well.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so thank you very much for those overviews. Your report has been published, so everyone has access in the annual report to your report on this year's activities. What have you got in store for next year? What have you kind of got on the go?
Okay, well, we'll be continuing developing ISO 20700 with you know, improving, enhancing the training and getting the ISO firms scheme launched.
Mhm.
We will be working on the rest of the CMC manual. So when the competence framework is done, we've obviously got work to do on all the other appendices that go with it. Um, and really what we'll be looking for is obviously feedback from institutes on those things as we go ahead. And particularly, I mean, we're looking forward to being able to launch the Excellence Award for institutes. And hopefully, you know, the institutes around the world will feel encouraged to submit something and go for it, so that we can find what best practice is around the world and share it amongst ourselves.
Oh, that's great. Excellent. Well, thank you. We're coming close to the end of our time, but any closing comments for delegates while we've got you here?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's obviously it's great fun doing this, and it's really an honour to be able to, you know, put forward some of these things that we've done. The members of the committee have worked very hard in doing what's been done, and yeah, we're looking forward to the fruits of what we're doing coming out in the enhancement of the profession around the world, and the fulfilment of the ICMCI strategy.
Excellent. Well, thank you to you and your team. You're obviously making great progress, so it's very much appreciated.
Yeah, good. It's a pleasure.
Thank you for joining us.
Okay, thanks.